Good morning, Western Slope. I'm your meteorologist, Barrett Vinson. Trees still the main concern for your allergies, as well as a little bit of an increase with mold, probably from this past weekend, but enough of that nonsense with pollen because, geez, I'm getting a break from it finally. But I'll tell you, this past month, well, I've been having to take that allergy medicine. I hope you stocked up whenever I told you to when all this stuff was really kicking off. This past weekend, quite a weekend with showers, below average temperatures, northern lights. That's what this background picture is. A warm start to the work week with temperatures in the 80s. Winds increasing as well as we get into the early afternoon with slight chances for showers this afternoon as well. Let's dive right in. Low pressure off to the Pacific Ocean, tracking into the triple point of California, Nevada, and Arizona. This is going to be bringing in a little bit of that northwesterly flow. Ahead of this is going to be dropping temperatures just a few degrees tomorrow, but I'm bringing this up because moisture is associated with this setup. We're dragging in some moisture for chances for showers. Temperatures, though, still kind of above average in the 80s, just a few degrees above those seasonal averages. And here's that moisture track, all this on the way from the northwest into the state of Colorado. We're going to start to see these showers initiate this morning in northwestern Colorado up towards Rio Blanco, Moffett County. Tracking down to the south, we'll see this cloud coverage continue. And then as we get into the mid-afternoon, about 3 p.m. is when we're going to see the most potential for these showers. But we could see some lighter precipitation kicking off around noon up until around 7 p.m. for today. If these develop rapidly, we could be watching out for a thunderstorm here and there, and that does mean potential for thunderstorms will be increased in the higher elevations. Those mountain peaks could see a little bit of hail associated with these systems. Here in the valley, though, the main concern will be winds before we see those showers. Those showers will initiate after we start to see an environment that will allow us to see those raindrops reach the surface, but we won't see that until later on in the afternoon. So early afternoon is when we'll see that increased wind potential. We've already seen 23-mile-an-hour wind gusts. 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts are going to be expected up until 3 p.m. So right as we get into the noon hour, expect those winds to start picking up because we'll see some showers around us start to develop, but we're not going to be moist enough in the valley to actually sustain those showers, to actually have those drops reach the surface. They'll dry up before we reach the surface, leaving us with these 20-mile-an-hour winds in the early afternoon. And then as that precipitation continues throughout the afternoon, we're eventually going to become saturated, or that environment is going to become humid enough to sustain those precipitation raindrops to reach the surface. And that's when we can expect those showers in the later afternoon after we see those winds hike up. Just pretty clear conditions right now on that radar with temperatures increasing to the 80s. Getting close to 90 degrees on Saturday and Sunday with those overnight low temperatures well above freezing in the 50s, with Montrose slightly cooler, remaining in the 70s consistently before 80s this upcoming weekend.
The Road Report is brought to you by